Good day, fellas. I am Dr. N. Kanagaraj, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Applications, JJ College of Arts and Science, Pudukottai. I am going to take the lecture on cloud based security services. In this session, I will give little introduction in network security and then why we need cloud and what is cloud computing, and then we will look into types of service and deployment models in cloud, and then list of cloud providers to end users, and then we will enter into the real agenda which will be revealed later. These are terms we need to know before entering cloud. Network security means providing security to the data which is passed through network. Services which are confidentiality, integrity and authentication. It's actually called as CIA triad. Confidentiality means protection of data from unauthorized disclosure. Integrity means maintaining the originality of the data. Authentication means providing assurance of communication to the right entity. The above said services can be achieved by mechanisms like access control, data integrity, authentication exchange, encipherment, and more. Here we consider about encipherment mechanism which can provide more number of services. Encryption means converting plain text to ciphertext. Decryption means converting ciphertext to plain text. Algorithm and key is used to achieve these kind of processes. According to the key or keys used in the algorithm, the encryption mechanism differs. If there is only one key, then it is said to be symmetric. If there is two keys, one is for encryption and another one is for decryption, then it is said to be asymmetric mechanism. In this digital era, we are handling everything in this world as bit and bytes only. Image, video, audio, text, letters, and even money is in digital format right now. Are we giving our data ourselves? Yes, of course. As we are a part of this digital era, we are giving our data, sometimes with our knowledge and sometimes without our knowledge. Actually, do you have a Facebook account? Then check the off Facebook activities which will be available under the settings menu. So in that you can see what are all the applications accessing your data. So watch this video carefully. I am checking for a hotel to book in Tirunelveli in Make My Trip application, which is an third party application, and the advertisement is going to boom up in the Instagram app, which is actually an another third party application. It shows like, are you looking for a hotel in Tirunelveli right now? This is the time to book right now. Like kind of things is booming up. This is called local cache. Our data is handled by so many applications outside of our network. So what are all the data we are providing? Locations, images, data uploaded in social networking platforms, our hardware and software information, and the searches we made since the inception of our searching. Have you ever checked the Google Maps that accessing our location all the time? This is what looks like. This is timeline of my travel on February 9th, 2020. If we move further, this is the timeline of August 2019, which shows I have been Trichy for two times and Singapore during 9 to 15 of August 2019. Further we move deeper, you can see the timeline of my travel on 8th January 2012. Now you can understand how much of our data are held by Google. This much of data can be held by cloud only because it can handle high capacity of data with varying time to time traffic. Buying a stack of servers would be highly costly for the small organization. So cloud comes to rescue them. with low cost of monitoring and maintenance of data and server. By paying to the providers for cloud, we can avail computer system resources with also storage spaces. We can store and process data or applications on remote servers through internet. There are three service models available in cloud: infrastructure, platform, and software as services. Networking, storage, servers, and virtualization are provided in IaaS. In PaaS, operating system, middleware, and runtime are also added. In SaaS, application is also added. This is like making biryani. Everyone likes biryani, right? In IaaS, infrastructure to make biryani is provided. In PaaS, infrastructure and the ingredients are also provided. But in SaaS, the biryani is already ready to serve to the people. There are three deployment models. They are public, private, and hybrid. In public cloud, data is made available to the public usage. It's easy and inexpensive, and definitely there would be no wasted resources. In private cloud, data is made available behind a firewall for providing security. In hybrid, it provides best of both worlds. Actually, it provides security as well as ease of access to the data in cloud. These are few cloud providers in the market. Now, here comes the real agenda of this session. Why we need cloud security and what is cloud security, which one is better, public, private, or hybrid, and then we will look into is cloud security really a concern, and then how securely you should make your application, and an overview image of AWS cloud security, and then we will look into troubleshooting a thread in the cloud. Why we need cloud security? In 2012, LinkedIn lost its 6.5 million usernames and passwords to the hackers. Later, Sony lost its financial data, upcoming movie projects like X-Men Wolverine, and their music libraries. And the famous Apple iCloud lost its private images of users, and it's been made public. Cloud security. It uses latest technologies and new security mechanisms to protect our data, applications, and infrastructure, which are all associated with cloud computing. We all know there are new threats are coming up each and every day. Which deployment model will be useful? Public, private, or hybrid? As we know already, public data is exposed to the hacker in an easiest way, and the private one provides security to the data. By mixing this kind of two things, that is, we need to provide security to the data as well as it needs to be available in an easiest way as a public cloud gives. So these two can be achieved in hybrid. Is cloud security really a concern? These are the four most important concerns for companies. Security and privacy concerns comes as high and foremost one, and then data and application integration challenges, regulatory compliance challenges, mistrust of cloud providers. How securely you should make your application? We need to mix the art and science. Art in the sense authentication should be defined with user experience in mind. We need to think about how the user will handle the situation, and regarding science, you have to come up with new ways of securing your application. That is, we need to find different kind of techniques to enhance our security mechanism. This is an overview of Amazon Web Service. So in this picture we can see Amazon CloudWatch holds some metrics, Amazon CloudWatch Alarm, and some statistics. So the data is fed into the metrics which makes the work in an easiest way. That is, it fetches how we are handling the data, at what time we are handling the data, how many session we are managing in a particular day. So these kind of things will be made available as some statistics. If a new person come into the system, it will be not like the previous statistics, it will be a kind of new one. So what the Amazon CloudWatch alarm does is it sends an email to an higher authority. So in this way, a new hacker can be found. These are the three key terms: vulnerability, threat, and risk. Vulnerability means weakness of our asset which can be used by the hackers. A threat is actually an event which has the potential to bring up some harmness to our organization. Risk refers to the potential for loss or damage when a threat exploits a vulnerability. So, the risk is equal to threat into vulnerability. Risk management is a key to provide cloud security. First, we need to find the threat, that is, threat identification. There are three stages: monitoring data, gaining visibility, and managing the access. The first stage is monitoring data. Anomalous behavior or track it down. Amazon Web Service provides CloudWatch to monitor and store the logs, and it can provide alarms if some new things are being happening, and it provides graphical and statistical data of the log, and it also monitor and reacts to the resources available in the web service. Second one is gaining visibility. We need to know who is accessing our data and which access point they are using to access our data. There is a mechanism called Cloud Trial in AWS, which is a logging service which makes an availability of log of history of API calls, which is used to identify which user or hacker requested the particular service from AWS Management Console. The last one is managing access. A list of users will be generated who are all holding authorization. From this list of users, we can easily find out the hacker, and we can wipe the culprit or hacker out of the system. In AWS, there is a term called IAM, Identity and Access Management. It can erase the sessions and revoke the role of the hacker. It provides granular permissions, and it also provides secure access to application running on the environment. It is also free to use. All we need to know is how to handle the services which are all provided by the cloud providers. In Amazon Web Service, there is CloudWatch, Cloud Trial, and Identity and Access Management to provide cloud security. Likewise, Google Platform and other cloud providers provides service security in their own way. If you have any queries, you can mail me at kanagu@yahoo.com. Thanks for listening the session patiently. Thank you fellas. Bye.